Hello viewers, today I'm going to take you through my simple recipe on how to make delicious carrot soup. So first of all, what you need is the one grated carrot. You can use any grating machine to cut out these pieces. You can see they're fine pieces, just one carrot. And then another thing that you need is chopped pilipili hoho. We have pilipili green, pilipili hoho, and then you need grinded or rather pounded garlic. I used four pieces of garlic. And then you need one chopped onion, and then blended tomato. If you don't have a blender, what you can do is you boil 3 tomatoes, and then you can pound them using any traditional pounding container. So that is blended onion. You also need tumeric for coloring and also flavor. If you are the kind of person who like your soup chili, you can use the black pepper, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and then a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Then you can also flavor it with any type of mchuzi mix. You have it there, a tablespoon of mchuzi mix, and then a tablespoon of tomato paste just to make your soup thick. And then for those who like those who come from the East African coast, if you want your soup to have coconut flavor, you can use any brand. I like using the coconut cream, 1 tablespoon, just to add the coconut flavor on it. So that's what you have. So what we need to do is, first of all, heat our gas cooker. So we preheat our oil, cooking oil. You can use a tablespoon or tablespoon and a half for the oil, and then you give it some few minutes just to heat, and then you can add your chopped tomatoes. You can add your chopped tomatoes. So what you can do is you add your chopped tomatoes. Then you stir the tomatoes. Just make sure that the tomatoes are blended well with the cooking oil. And then you don't have to leave it to cook. You add the pilipili hoho. I don't want to cook my onions for long. I also want to have some taste of onions in my soup. So there we go. Okay, so you mix it together. There we go. Okay, and then you leave it to cook for some few minutes. a minute or so. So after leaving it to cook for a while, then you can add just a pinch of salt, just to soften the onions and the pilipili hoho. You stir it together, just stir it together, then stir it together. Okay. So once it is soft like that, then you can add your grated carrots. You can add your grated carrots. There you go. Then you mix them together. Mix together. Then you can leave it to cook for a minute or two. Leave it to cook for a minute or two before we add our grinded garlic. So we leave it to cook for a minute or two. Now that our carrot is ready, we can now add our garlic. It's soft, so we can add our garlic. Then we mix it properly. Then you can add some little water so that it doesn't burn. Just some water. So that it doesn't burn. What? Okay, that's fine. Then you can stir. We want to have all the flavors in our soup, and that's why we're not leaving anything to burn here. You can add some water again. You can see it is sticking on the pan, and I don't want that to happen. There you go. Okay, stir it together. Okay, now you can add our turmeric. Teaspoon of turmeric, just to give it color. You want to make sure that everything has color there. Okay, you can mix it together. Then you can add some little water, just some water. You can add some water. That's okay. Mix it. Okay, there you go. Add some more water. Okay, mix it again. Now we can add our black pepper, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. There you go. You mix it together. So this one will give it the chili taste. Then you can add some water so that it doesn't dry. Some little water so that it doesn't dry. That's okay. And then you lower your heat. Make sure that you lower your heat. You don't have to use a lot of heat here so that it cooks well. You can add some water again. Some water. Because you can see it's drying. So I don't want it to dry. So some water. And we stir it together. You can see all the colors, the carrots, the onions, pilipili, hoho. That's what we want to have in our soup. So now we leave it to cook for some seconds before we add our tomatoes. We can now add our tomatoes, our blended tomato. Then we stir the mix. Stir the mix. And then what we need to do here is we add a little salt, just a pinch of salt. And then we mix. And then we let it cook for a minute. We let it cook for a minute. Then we can add our tomato paste. Then we mix it together before we add some water in it. Mix it with you can see it's getting its thickness. Then we can add some water. You can see how thick it is. You can add some water. And then we mix it together. Depending on how thick you want your soup to be, here I don't limit you on how thick you want to make your soup. You can decide that it's very thick or just medium. Okay, you leave it to cook for a minute before we add our one tablespoon of coconut cream. So you leave it to cook. Now that it's cooked, we can add 1 tablespoon of coconut, just to give it the coconut taste. You can do 1 tablespoon or 1.5. Like in my case, I like doing it 1.5. 1.5 tablespoon of coconut cream, and then you can stir it together. You can see it's getting its delicious color. The carrots, the one grated carrot, can see it's well cooked. Then what you can do is you add your mchuzi mix, 1 tablespoon of mchuzi mix. This is just to give it a beefy taste. There you go, so you can mix it. Once we mix it together, then our soup should be ready in two minutes time. You can add some water, like I said. You can see it's very thick, but we can add some water. You can do a cup of water, a cup or a half, depending on, again, your taste. In my case here, I'll do a cup of water. So you can do a cup of water, add a cup of water. Then you stir. Then you leave it to cook. You leave it to cook for a while. You can see all the colors, the green, the red, the yellow. My soup after 2 minutes should be ready to serve. You can serve it with anything. You can serve it with white rice. You can take it as it is, depending on your taste. Now you can see my soup is ready. You can check the thickness of the soup. And my soup is ready. Now ready to be served. I prepared boiled rice. Going to use boiled rice. I will take my boiled rice with this delicious carrot soup. Now my soup is ready. I'm going to have to have rice for lunch with my carrot soup. I hope you enjoyed. You can try this recipe and give me a comment below for any improvement, for any changes, and for more videos to come in future. Thank you.